back foot comes this way, push, leg kick, hit, and hold. So right there, I'm getting them to move, getting them to think outside the box, but more importantly, for you to do that, you have to have your weight on the balls of your feet. I mean, it's a huge deal at your age bracket for these kids to be in the balls of their feet. They're not even in the balls of their feet when they're feeling positions defensively, let alone when they hit. So try to create drills for that. So what I would do is I would start with the progression. I would go one cage, I would go the Kansas shuffle. Now I'm getting a little bit closer to game speed. Now I go to a leg kick, okay? Make them understand when you hit a baseball, you break your body in half, okay? This whole backside's one piece. What they don't understand is when they're loading or I call it a trigger, but when they load, they don't load properly. They don't use their core and they don't use their hips. Sometimes they just rotate. They'll turn their body and then just rotate. So they're not putting themselves in a strong position. They're not using leverage. It's almost like if I'm a boxer, I'm going to throw a punch. This is all my leverage. Kids really don't understand leverage. So what I do with the leg lift is I explain that to them. Then we go into a leg lift. It's almost like a pitcher. You know, I got to get to that strong position. So when I come down, now I'm ready to, my hips come, my arms, the last thing that comes, boom, I'm in a strong position. So this is the leg lift. Up, and when they do it, don't make them do it like this and go down, because then I got nothing. Make sure that that knee goes back towards the catcher. So it's up here like that. I separate, and I just fire my hips. And every swing that they take, make sure they hold it. It's a great balance tool. Swing through, hold your swing at the end, okay? If they can hold their swing at the end, there's a lot of good things that are happening here. If they can't hold their swing, they're gonna start understanding balance themselves. And that's the key. Make them focus on the baseball. Make them understand themselves versus telling them what to do all the time, and then they're just relying on us all the time. So create the drills that'll help them get a quality swing. So you have the Kansas shuffle, you have the leg lift, separate, hit through, and hold. Then the last cage, I would do a step and a load. Now we're going from a lot of movement, less movement, close to the game situation, which is the most important part of your swing, is when the ball's coming through the zone, contact point, you need to